I'm Director of Professional Services at Maimonides, and I would like to welcome you this evening to the fourth and final lecture in our mini-series that celebrates our 100th anniversary at Maimonides. And this evening we are pleased to have with us Dr. Ruby Friedman, who is been a member of Maimonides for a number of years and is Director of the Division at the Jewish General Hospital of Geriatric Medicine. Dr. Friedman, I believe, graduated in medicine at McGill a few years ago, in 1982, and after completing specialty training at McGill and at Toronto's Baycrest Center, he joined the Jewish in 1986. Dr. Friedman became Associate Director in 1991 and Director of Long-Term Care Services in 1997, taking a special interest in Alzheimer's disease and geriatric psychopharmacology. Dr. Friedman is also an assistant professor in McGill's Department of Family Medicine and Internal Medicine. He sits on several committees at the Jewish and has sat as well with the Ministry of Health to help assess the needs of the frail elderly and establish programs for the care. In addition, Dr. Friedman is our consultant at Maimonides, and he often lectures on managing agitation disorders in the elderly and the inappropriate use of psychoactive medications in the elderly as well. So I'd like to introduce Dr. Friedman to begin this fourth and final lecture, and he will be speaking on...
You'll see.
Right. Dr. Friedman, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gore, and thank you for all coming and not staying home and watching Dr. Phil and over and over the nonsense that's on TV. And thank you, Barbara Gold, for inviting me and for the organizing committee. And I'd be very remiss if I didn't thank the late Louis Novick and Dr. Jack Ratner, who brought me onto Maimonides 25 years ago and allowed me to be a part of this really wonderful institution. So thank you all again for coming. So what we're going to talk about today is some we call perspectives on aging. And our ideas on aging have changed tremendously in the last 40, 50 years. So the real question is healthy aging. What is health? Really, what is health? And our old definition of health was the absence of disease. Now, I know I send my students, to see patients and do consultations. They disappear for 2, 3, 4 hours, and they come back later, and they have no clue what's going on because they don't ask the right questions. They ask the traditional medical school kind of questions, which you have to ask, but it's not sufficient. Because our ideas of health in 2010 is a little bit different from what we're traditionally taught in school. Current definition of health, according to the World Health Organization, is a state of physical, mental, sexual, social, and functional well-being. And this is what we really want to know. When I ask people, the real crucial question to ask is, what do you do all day? Really, what do you do all day? And if people tell me, well, I wake up, I have breakfast, and then I rest, and then I do nothing, and then I eat lunch, and then I go to sleep, I don't think, I think people strive to do more than that. And also, we have to be careful. What we're talking about is health span, not necessarily just lifespan. There's the Greek god Tithonus, who made the mistake of asking for eternal life, but he forgot to ask for eternal health. And he lived in misery for eternity, So I think also we pretty much agree, what we want to live, we want to live better. We want people to enjoy life. So I have a very varied kind of presentation. I have interesting video that I made, and I hope you'll enjoy this. So we'll start. We'll come back to that later. Okay, so let's do a little video clip over here. It's a few minutes long, about 4 or 5 minutes.
Early,
How old are you?
75.
Very good. Why are you here?
Because I want to stay healthy. And I want to be in good shape so I'll live for another 2 years.
How long have you been coming here?
I'd say about 10 years.
And how often do you come?
Twice a week.
And what do you do here?
I do the treadmill or the elliptical exercises, then I do the weights, and then I do stretching. And then I go for breakfast.
I teach a class of jewelry making here. Even though I'm an old woman, I enjoy it.
How old are you, if I may ask?
Do I have to tell you?
So what do you want to tell people who sit home all day and watch television, just sit around and everything hurts them?
Get off the couch and get active. That's all.
So you're keeping yourself busy?
Yes.
You keep your mind busy, your hands busy?
We have to be busy.
Why do you have to be so busy?
It keeps us young.
Thank you.
Peter is, he's 87, just turned 87 years old, 87 years young, I should say. We started working together approximately 3 years ago. His family, his daughter introduced him to me. He was experiencing some balance problems, he had some weaknesses in his legs, had some lower back pain, and she figured that maybe doing some physiotherapy and some exercise would help resolve some of these issues. I would, as you will see, I think it's more than resolve these issues. I think Peter is now a ripe, young 87-year-old. He's resolved most of his balance issues, he's become much stronger. And, well, I think I'll let the cat do the talking. As you see, he's done quite well for himself. And he works very hard at being this.
And how do you feel afterwards?
Well, after 45 minutes or an hour, I like to rest a bit, but that's all. I feel great.
And what do you do the rest of the day after you work out here?
Well, I have a routine. You see, I do nothing all day, and then at 4 o'clock I come home and rest.
Get out, do anything, you walk, and even if you don't know anybody, just go out to see people. You're not alone in the world.
Don't ask me what I do. I really can't tell you, but I keep busy.
I do a lot of videotaping, a lot of photography. That was actually a lot of fun doing that. Interesting, eh? Whoops, no, I want the next one. What happened here? Oh, so, and this is a lot in the press, eh? You know, pick up Time magazine, Newsweek magazine, everybody is talking about aging, how to age well. So let's just, again, let's have a look at this. This is a life expectancy calculator made by this fellow called Tom Pearls, who, he's a geriatrician. His area of expertise is 100-year-olds, centenarians. He runs a project in Boston University called the New England Centenarian Study. He not only studies 100-year-olds, but super centenarians, people 110 years old. So it'll be interesting just to go through some of these questions. So let's say you start off at age 80 years or so.